Hey everybody, Saturday, I believe it's the 16th of August, out in the garage. Beautiful hot day here. As promised, we took a road trip last night, picked up our stock car chassis. It's here in the garage and we're going to take a look at it in a moment. Pretty cool. I'm very happy with it. We ended up with a lot more stuff when we actually got done. I did get the full body that was on the car. Got all the body parts, some of which we'll use and some of which we probably won't, but doesn't matter. We have them. We have another full set of tires and wheels. The tires that are on the car and the tires that we got are asphalt tires, so we can't use them, but we definitely can use wheels. We got extra front suspension parts, spindles and stuff like that. We did get what else we got? We got a master cylinder for the car, and we do have a 3-speed transmission for the car with a scatter shield belt housing and a drive line for it, seat. So all in all, good deal. So we've moved the Camaro out. The Camaro has gone into storage. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. But for now, it's like I say, it's put away. It's undercover and it can sit there for a while. But now, like I say, we'll get going on this. So we have, here we go. Good chassis. Chassis is straight. It doesn't look like it's ever been bent. Fuel cell. GM 12 bolt with a spool that has actually just been gone through. That is the freshest part of the car. They did go through that. Got Carrera shocks all the way around. Mark Williams axles in there, and it's already got the 5/8 studs, so we're good to go there. That's the battery box where it goes in behind. Rub rails, because it does have the roof on it. It is a Monte Carlo roof. We did get this with the car, which is a very nice fiberglass hood. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, if you can use it or not. One Track's rules do state has to be a full steel body. The other track, they don't say. All they say is that the hood can be gutted. So, but this is a really nice piece here. It's in good shape. But worst comes to worst, what I'll do is I'll get a steel hood and we'll just run a different hood at that one track if we have to. Here's some of the collection of goodies that we got with the car. Window nets in there, bell housing, shifter, spindles, transmission. I did get another gear for it. I've got to go through and see what I have for gears. On here and up in there, you can't see it. In the box is a brand new mini spool for the rear end. The cage. Quick release wheel. It does have all gauges. Battery switch. Recall tack. Switch panel. All there. Rails. Door bars are armored on the side. This is good because they do call for that. Front bumper. There. Power steering box. All linkage. Everything here. The car is set up, as you can see, for rear motor mounts, which is good. That's the way we'll actually put it in there. I kind of prefer it that way. I like to basically the way that they'll work is in the small block Chevy, the front mounts that typically have, you know, the regular passenger car motor mounts, there's just like a triangle plate that goes on there, and that mount is here. And back there, there's two pieces that go up around. They actually go between the bell housing and the back of the engine, and they bolt solid right there. So a couple different ways of looking at it. Transmission, you can either use a cross member in the back to lock it down, or you can leave the transmission free in the back. People argue the point either way. More than likely what I will do is I'll run a stringer across there, if anything, just to put a little weight support on the back of the transmission. That's it. Bolt it solid to it. Kind of the way I've done it before. So we're all good to go here. Barred. Here's our tailpiece, of course, seat. There's our tail panel, our face panel. Both of those have kind of seen better days. We probably won't use them. We have the deck lid. Front fenders are a little rough. I do have both doors, both quarter panels down the back. Doors are a little roughed up. The quarter panels aren't really too bad. We may actually use those. I don't know. We'll see. This side here, some new bars in there. The last that this car run, it was configured as a passenger car, so there was another seat in here, which I think is just ridiculous. So we'll put the put an X here in the doors, and then we'll put new rub rails out here. The rub rails have to be inside the bodywork per our rules. So that's what we'll do there. But essentially pretty much all the hard work, except for a couple of bars here, is done. So chassis has been X'd. So all in all, I'm kind of happy with it. I'm pretty good. I think it's a good piece. We'll see how it goes when we get to that point. It does have disc brakes all the way around, which is good. So, like I say, for the money that we have in this, this was an absolute steal. So it was a no-brainer. We couldn't resist this one. So the first step that we're going to do, and this car too, we do actually get a little history with the car. Cars, like I say, this car has been a race car for probably 15-18 years, somewhere in there, and it is a winning car. The car has wins on dirt, and it has wins on asphalt as well. So I think to start off with, we're not going to change really anything. We'll leave the setup in the car that is there, and of course, you know, we're going to have to do a little something different with tires. We can't run these asphalt tires. We'll have to get some dirt tires, and we'll see how it goes, and we'll just make changes from there. But the way I see it, you know, the car has proven itself to actually work. So let's see if it actually works with my driving style. If we can, you know, have some success with it, the way that I do things. So, and you know, if we need to make changes after that, we'll make changes after that. So, pretty simple there. So yeah, pretty excited. I think it's a good piece. I think it was a good find. I'm going to get a few things for it. The one thing I do have to get is I do have to get a clutch setup. I don't have a clutch for it. I have to get a hydraulic throw bearing. We'll have to put pedals in the car. It does have an accelerator pedal on it, but it doesn't have anything else. I do have the brake pedal that goes with the master cylinder I have, but we don't have a clutch pedal. So probably what I'll do is I'll get a combination floor mount pedal with master cylinder, but I'm already mounted to it. We'll put that in. So step one will be to clean it up, and we'll repaint the chassis. Oh, actually, yeah, here. I'll show you what I use for a chassis type paint. It's a little different than the common thoughts. But we have this right here. Chromic, universal. It's a metal primer, technically is what it is. It does have some gloss to it. And it comes, like I say, this is off-white. It comes in white. I'm going to take it down here in a few minutes, back down to the store, and have them tint it gray. And we'll do our chassis and roll cage and interior panels in that gray. All the flat panels we'll spray for sure. We'll probably spray most all the rest of it. Just I got a little touch-up gun I use, and we just go little by little and get it all painted. So that's what we're going to use there. We have an engine for the car. We're actually going to use the engine out of the 77 Chevy, the C10, the 350 that's in there. We will be going through that. I think I am going to use this 3-speed. I do have two turbo hydromatic 350s that we could use, but I think my preference, at least to start off with, we'll give it a try. We'll put the 3-speed in it and see how it goes. So it does have a spool in the back, so the rear end is locked. I'm going to have to look. I'm not sure what gear it has currently in it. So, and I'll have to try to see if I can look up the numbers and so forth on the transmission and see if we can determine what the ratios are in first and second gear in that. So that's where we're at. Got some stuff to do. We are going to the races in Fernley, Nevada tonight, and tomorrow we'll be going to the races in Quincy. It's the actual county fair race up there this weekend, so that's usually a big draw, so we'll go see that. The guy that I got this chassis from is going late model racing. He had his car at the shop last night when we picked this up. And that's just a beautiful piece, the NASCAR late models. So they're going to be racing that a couple times this fall, and we'll be going to those as well. We'll see if I can remember to take the camera. I'll take you guys along and we'll check that out. So that's about it. Getting closer to the Greaserama get together in Kansas City. Camera Girl and I will be attending. We'll be driving out of here on the probably the night of the 26th, and we'll get there on Thursday, the 28th, and be there for the weekend. So that should be a good time. Looking forward to that. So until then, or next up, I guess we'll do a little something tomorrow morning if we get a few minutes. Get going on this. That's about it from here. So everybody be good, be safe, and as always, we'll catch you guys next time.